Hi.
Hi.
According to the doctrine of Calvinism, somewhere in eternity past, God chose a small number of people who he calls the elect to spend eternity in heaven with him.
No, that sounds very familiar. Just as he chose us in him before the foundation of the world, that we would be holy and blameless before him in love, by predestining us to adoption as sons through Jesus Christ to himself, according to the good pleasure of his will. Now, I will say the number's not small, but sadly, so many people reject and refuse to come to Christ.
And he predestined the vast majority, most of mankind, to spend eternity in the lake of fire with the devil and his angels.
Now, any kind of active predestining of the lost to the lake of fire is not a part of historic Calvinism. And so I am definitely glad that this man here opposes this view. And I believe this is seen very clearly in Romans 9 with vessels of mercy and vessels of wrath. When it talks about vessels of mercy, when it talks about vessels of mercy, he says that he prepared them. And so I believe God takes entire credit for preparing vessels of mercy. That when it comes to someone coming to Christ, there absolutely is an active predestination there. And here's the reality: the word predestine is in the Bible. Now, there's a lot of debates on what that word means, but I do believe everyone has to deal with that word. But of the vessels of wrath, it says, having been prepared. That there's a passive thing going on here. In other words, I believe the vessels of wrath prepare themselves. And of these vessels of wrath, it says, endured with much patience. And so I believe the picture here is God just cries out to them, come to me, find life, find forgiveness. Come to me that you may live. And they say, no, no, no. We hate you. We don't want anything to do with you. And they sadly reject the author of life.